to be here. Now, I have been here in this northern Andhra Pradesh. We are close to Orissa border. So we are surrounded by the tribal pockets. Though it is categorically integrated tribal development area, we have intermix of tribes and non-tribes here. So, as you know that this forest area has lot of resources. Besides, we have lot of rivers and lot of natural resources in northern Andhra Pradesh. But this Vijayanagaram and Srikakulam are known to be the most backward districts in Andhra. Also, in India, many of the projects launched in Vijayanagaram saying that this area is backward area. So I used to wonder, when we have rich resources, how can we be backward? In a study, I used to feel that either these resources are either overexploited or underutilized. It's a very typical situation here, and people are very soft and very hardworking. In spite of it, there's a lot of migration from these areas. So most of them are landed. In spite of having lands, in spite of having good rainfall, um, people migrate. So sometimes it is to be seasonal migration. Then I came and I started living in this ashram. This ashram is Zattu ashram. Zattu is in local language a team. So we are a team of people trying to help some socially disadvantaged people. And when we started our journey here, we thought, why not we support some entrepreneurs who are really bright and who can do wonders. But still, their own efforts are not reaching that culmination point. Maybe if we can give them a helping hand, they can come up and be on their own. So that's how we started training some youth. Most of them used to be tribal youth initially. And when it came to establishing their own units, we felt that since their land records were not proper, maybe some gaps in the communication. Like I come from a rural area, I know that compared to urban areas, in communication, we have some that inferiority complex that we lag behind. The same with compared to rural areas, I find the tribal areas, even the most remotest parts, the communication skills are very low. But then their skills are wonderful. Maybe close proximity with the nature gives them that to hone their skills. So then we started training them. We started many trainings went waste because again most of them were either picked up by the missionaries or some other agents who took advantage of their good nature and their skills. So then we said, let's start one unit, which is a mother unit kind of thing, a launch pad for many entrepreneurs here. So that's how, and the first girl who came up with her own product was Gautami. Is Gautami online? Gautami? Nagamani? You there?
Gautama Kalledu. Amma. Yes, Amma.
Gautamunda?
Ledamma.
Okay, ask her to join. Gautami. Okay, she started a pickles unit on her own, and she named it Amma Pickles. And one person, Mr. Shankar, had started papad making unit using different varieties of raw materials like cashew fruit, pineapple, using millets, and finally his masterpiece was using jackfruit. So, but then drying and marketing were little difficult for him because to get the drying facilities, we tied up with some solar units, but they didn't give them the required equipments. So finally, they got cheated by many people. They could not continue. But when we started our own small unit, it was started by Gautami, and later we thought, why not we have many more such units? Before Gautami started her own enterprise, in Zattu we had small handmade paper unit. So, am I audible?
Yes, Amma. Yes.
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah.
So we started handmade paper unit using the local wasted banana stems, mm, local, some fiber was thrown here and there, the fiber which was the bagasse, which was not used otherwise. So we started making handmade paper with this. We ran it for some time, and many women were trained, and Lakshmi and others got good. They started making good products with handmade paper. We were converting paper into products. Later, when they got married, went to their in-laws' place, they could not continue their work. Then we said, why not take some women who are married and who are living locally? With most of the things, the efforts never reached a culmination point. Finally, we said, let's continue to do it. And in the process, we came across many youth who are, who made to serve the society, or very altruistic youth. So we were really motivated and moved by these youth. Then we said, let's not be entrepreneur, let's make entrepreneurs. So that's how we started Hunar. Hunar is a charitable trust. It's meant for making such entrepreneurs. So the first project that we launched was waste management. In India, we don't have any, there's no lack of raw materials. When we started our waste management unit, before we started Punar, we were doing waste management, but we were supporting the local bodies in segregating the waste, especially plastic, rubber, glass. The used dry waste was always mixed with the wet waste, and it's the case almost everywhere, as we know. But then we went school to school, college to college, went to many households in the local vicinity and started talking to the women, started making them realize that we need to have source segregation. So the segregated waste was collected and handed over to the local bodies. But then the local bodies did not have any plan or any initiative to recycle this waste. So most of the time, all our efforts is to go down the drain, and all the waste is to be thrown in some landfill or in some tank, water tanks, and then it is to be burnt. Then we said, why not we have a segregation unit and also a recycling unit? So as of now, we are seriously into source segregation of waste, and then we are supplying the segregated plastic and segregated glass and segregated rubber to different recyclers. So what is not bought by the recyclers, we are now contemplating. We are still doing research. We are into making bricks and tiles. So as of now, we have we could not do much, but that's Gautami. Can you introduce yourself, Gautami? I see Gautami there. She was the one who started Amma Pickles, and all her income goes into supporting the ashram, Zattu ashram. So we almost became self-reliant because of her. And she was supported by her sisters. Nagmani, are you there? Nagmani?
Amma.
Yes, Nagamani and her sisters supported Gautami to set up this unit and also to make pickles, to pack the pickles. So finally, they made ashram self-reliant one. So now Nagamani is doing her law, and she's also very supportive in promoting other entrepreneurs. She wants to get it free time to promote the entrepreneurship. And here is Hari. Hari, can you introduce yourself? And Ashwant. Hari and Ashwant are very humble and very creative jobs. This is Hari. He is doing his MSc in oceanography in Andhra University. And
Hi, sir.
Hello, Hari and Ashwant. How are you?
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. Fine, sir.
so, as
Sir, hi, sir.
I visited the Jattu Ashram sometime. I have seen you.
yes,
Or
Ramji.
you have
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that time probably they were kids, Padmajama. They were
Yes,
kids
some of the
when I visited the ashram.
yes,
Yeah.
some of the kids
Yeah.
were here. Hari and Yashwant were not brought up in ashram.
Okay, they were not there. Oh, okay, fine.
They were
So
not
please
there.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, they were supported by, they were classmates of Nagamani. That's how they have affiliation with the ashram.
Okay.
This is Bhanu. Come here, Bhanu. This is Bhanu.
Hi, sir.
So he's the other person who wants to become an entrepreneur. Anil. Anil here. We have limited space. Okay. So there are many more people outside there. And our Anil, Bhanu, Yashwant, I think they feel more comfortable talking in Telugu. Is it okay if they speak in Telugu?
Sorry, I was on mute. Please go ahead. Telugu
Is
is
it
okay.
Yeah, please. Yashwant, Market.
Hi, sir. హాయ్ సార్, నా పేరు యశ్వంత్. నేను ఎంఎస్సి ఓషనోగ్రఫీ చేశాను. యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు సొంతంగా ఏదైనా స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, వేరే దగ్గరికి ఎక్కడికో మైగ్రేట్ అయ్యి ఎక్కడో ఎంప్లాయీలా పనిచేయడం ఇలా కాకుండా, నాతో పాటు ఉన్న అంటే నేను చుట్టూ ఉన్న అన్నలు కానీ తమ్ముళ్ళు కానీ వాళ్ళు కూడా సొంతంగా ఆ ఉన్న ఊర్లోనే ఎందుకు పని చేసుకోకూడదు, అది కూడా ఒక యునిక్ ఐడియాతో అనే ఆలోచన నాకు నా డిగ్రీ ఇంటర్మీడియట్ ఆ టైంలో వచ్చింది. కానీ అప్పుడు నాకు పూర్తిగా ఏం దీని గురించి తెలీదు. ఆ తర్వాత నేను ఎంఎస్సిలో ఉన్నప్పుడు దీని గురించి చాలా స్టడీ చేశాను. అంటే నేను ఒక ఆర్టికల్ చదివాను యాక్చువల్లీ. ఏంటంటే ఒక 100 ఉద్యోగాలు ఉంటే ఒక దగ్గర ఓన్లీ 10 ఉద్యోగాలు మాత్రమే వస్తున్నాయి యువతకి. ఉన్న 90 ఉద్యోగాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఉద్యోగాలు అయితే ఉన్నాయి, కానీ వాళ్ళకి స్కిల్స్ లేవనే కారణంతో ఆ 90 మెంబర్స్ కి కూడా ఉద్యోగాలు దొరకట్లేదు. సో నాకేమనిపించిందంటే అన్ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ కి అది ఫస్ట్ రీజన్ స్కిల్స్ లేకపోవడం వల్ల అని నాకు అర్థమైంది. ఆ తర్వాత ఎవ్రీ పర్సన్ ఒక ఫీల్డ్ లో ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కూడా స్కిల్ అవ్వరు, వాళ్ళ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ని బట్టి వాళ్ళు స్కిల్డ్ అవుతారు. సో నాకేమనిపించిందంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇంకా దూరంగా వెళ్ళి ఏదో ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ కోసం ఇంకెక్కడికో వెళ్ళి వర్క్ చేయకుండా ఉన్న ఊర్లోనే ఈ వేస్ట్ తో, అంటే ఇప్పుడు అగ్రికల్చరల్ వేస్ట్ లైక్ బనానా వేస్ట్ కానీ లేకపోతే పైనాపిల్ వేస్ట్ కానీ ఏది దొరికితే అది, ఏ ఏరియాకి దొరికితే ఆ ఏరియాకి. మా ఏరియాలో అయితే బనానా బెల్ట్ చాలా ఎక్కువ. సో నాకేమనిపించిందంటే మనం కానీ బనానా బెల్ట్ తో ఈ సింగిల్ యూస్ ప్లాస్టిక్ కి అండ్ అదర్ ప్లాస్టిక్ అంటే లైక్ పాలిథిన్ కవర్స్ కి వాటికి బెటర్ ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ గానీ ఫైండ్ చేస్తే, చీప్ అండ్ బెస్ట్ ఆల్టర్నేటివ్, అప్పుడు అది సొసైటీకి చాలా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. అండ్ రెవెన్యూ జనరేషన్ కి అదొక మంచి మెథడ్. అండ్ ఇన్నోవేటివ్ గా ఉంటది అండ్ యూనిక్ గా ఉంటది. మనం ఇంకొంతమందికి ఇంకొంతమందికి ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ జనరేషన్ చేసి ఒక 500 పీపుల్ నాలాంటి ఐడియాస్ ఉన్న ఒక 500 మెంబర్స్ ని ఒక గ్రూప్ లా చేసుకొని వాళ్ళందరికీ ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ దొరికితే బెటర్ గా ఉంటదనే ఐడియాతో ఇప్పుడు నేను ప్రెజెంట్ ఆలోచిస్తున్నాను. ప్రస్తుతానికైతే అమ్మ వాళ్ళు చేస్తున్న పునర్వ్ అనే కంపెనీలో ప్రెజెంట్ నేను హెల్ప్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఫ్యూచర్ లో నా సొంతంగా నేను ఒక కంపెనీని స్టార్ట్ చేయాలని, అది కూడా ఈ అగ్రికల్చరల్ వేస్ట్ ని వెల్త్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తూ జీరో పొల్యూషన్స్ చేస్తూ సొసైటీకి నేచర్ కి ఎలాంటి ఇబ్బంది పెట్టకుండా నా సొంతంగా నేను ఏదైనా చేయాలని అనుకుంటున్నాను సార్.
So that's Yashwant. He's already doing
So
his
wonderful,
R&D.
wonderful.
He's already doing his R&D. Yashwant has been doing his R&D using banana pseudostem and banana fruits, how to make spoons, how to make cutlery, how to make disposable plates. So he has been doing his experiments, and then also he's been trying in waste management, especially conversion of glass into different products. And he's supported by his brother also. His brother Hari, he's into electronics, and he does a lot of products. Yeah, can you show me? They have made some products of utility already, like using the recycled waste. See, this is a power bank. These are the power banks that we have been using. These are made by Hari. See, they are very sleek and so he takes little wood pieces.
Excellent, excellent. Congratulations.
And recently, Yashwant, we have been using the power saver and the controller to, he's made a device which helps us to switch off the motor automatically when the tank gets filled. This disconnects the power supply to the motor. Many people came and saw this, and they said, what the devices that are available in the market are not as good as the one that we are using now. So these they have been doing on their own. They are not trained by anybody. I think most of their time as children they spent in the scrap yards, and I think they learned by doing instead of going to the class. So they learned much more from the. That's what they claimed. It's scrap yards at the schools. So, and this is Banu. He is a painter, and he's trying to come up with his own enterprise. He's still confused as of now. And he's supported by his friend Anil. I think briefly this is what we are doing, but I think we can't claim that we're great entrepreneurs. As I said, to get the culmination point, reach that point where they can be self-sustained, they can be self-sustained. Somewhere the society also, I think, is testing them. In the villages, if they have to set up their own unit, for example, recently, for the land conversion, one has applied in the month of August. A piece of agricultural land has to be converted into industrial land. Till now, nothing has been done. It's more than 9 months now. So there's a lot of nepotism, corruption, in spite of knowing the officers who try to help us. We're not able to push things fast. So sometimes the youth who really want to come up with good products, good, generate employment locally, they're disappointed most of the time. So some little help from outside. It need not be financial help, to tell the youth that okay, they are on the right path. Something can be done together. I think really the youth needs some support. I think that's what we need to give them. Thank you.
So that's great. Mr. Bhujangarao is here, who is going to give his suggestions and some thoughts actually.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Yes, madam. Just actually. I mean, their government is giving a lot of.
No problem.
Which is the agriculture specialized, which is the agriculture specialized incubation center at Telangana, and it is all India level. Incubation center is all for all India managed. You can go through the website of the manager and you will find details about whom to approach and all. Lot of supporting mechanism and ecosystem is available for supporting the new ideas nowadays through the government itself. So, but you have to go, you have to take the awareness where to approach it. Suppose if you, nowadays you need not move from your house, so through the website or even through the whatever channels, even WhatsApp and all, a lot of communication channels. You enroll you and guide you and definitely they will give a mentoring support, even whatever financial support also. That seed capital is available for new ideas to make it a prototype and also commercial model. So you can
So, Padmajama, Padmajama,
Yes, Ramji. Ramji.
So sorry, there was some technical issue, and now I think you are good, right? You are able to hear me?
Yes, yes, Ramji.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So, could you able to hear completely what Bhujangarao garu told just now?
No. Here and there, I think about the incubation center, what he mentioned, I could follow. I think no, I do know about that, but we couldn't hear most of the things that he spoke.
Yeah, as we are traveling, I think there is some technical issue, and sorry for that. But what we can do, probably we can send a write-up also on the information, and we can inform you in a better manner. First of all, I appreciate all the team and your leadership. Getting the young entrepreneurs encouraged by you, and also they're giving some results. As you already advised, we can work together, and together we empower these youth to become a great entrepreneurs. At this tender age, they are doing something on their own, but so far from your side, when I visited, you were planning to do some of these things. Now I'm happy to see not only you, some young leaders you have encouraged, and you have mentored, and now they are also joined this army. My just a question to you. So from the time onwards, when I met you last time about 3+ years ago, and till today,
Yes.
may I know what is the progress you have, and any kind of the turnover or the produce, or if it is coming to the waste management, what is the change happened? Would you able to give some the numbers, how the work has been multiplied, or yeah, can you just throw some light on that, Padmajama?
Yes, please. Yes. Regarding the food processing units that we thought we were going to start when you came here, some tribal youth like Shankar, Radhika, they had started, but then they could not market their own products. Packaging problems, and you had visited some villages. You remember then? So they come from those remote villages. Initially, packing and marketing was a big problem. Later, we could overcome the packing problems because we started the centralized packing unit in the ashram itself, where any youth can pack their food and food made products and food market. So, but by the time we started the packing units, most of the people who started, like Radhika and Shankar, they almost lost faith in the system. They could not get even small loans like mudra loans. They used to run from pillar to post. Then I think somewhere they lost their spirit, and they almost stopped. Recently, again, they are trying to again come back with their own products. Then with the but they continue to do their farming without any chemicals. Almost in these 8 years that they have been, in their journey of the natural farming, they continue to do the farming. Though they have not been getting good price, they never deviated from that practice. That's what matters. Some of the produce that they have, we collect, and then like Gautami, Nagmani, and others, they run this Amma Pickles unit. Our turnover is not much, maybe to the tune of 15 to 16 lakhs per year. It's not much, but then it gives a kind of the turnover is low because we not only sell the products, we distribute the products. More than what we sell, we distribute. Sometimes Gautami and Nagmani, they complain, but I think this is a way of returning to the community. Returning. They have been supporting us, so most of the time we distribute our products. Part of the products we sell. So as of now, we get to the tune of 16 lakhs per year. That is about the food processing unit that we have set up. In the process, what we learned is government has been supporting the food processing units, but it is also training the youth on how to use a lot of chemicals in the name of preservatives, in the name of food additives. That's where I think Lead India can throw a light on. We don't need to use these harmful chemicals. Again, what happened in Green Revolution is happening now. Again, in the name of calorie deficiency, we need to use a lot of preservatives so that food is preserved, so that many more people can have more calories. But I think that's not the way to do. We have been negotiating with the government, but we are small people here. I think we are not able to make our voice audible. But I think Lead India can take a major trust, can have and make a difference. Because the farmer is forced to use chemicals. We have Right to Bharosa and other programs where the farmer is forced to buy chemicals for the farming. One side we say natural farming, the other side we promote pesticides and fertilizers. That doesn't end there. Again, when we store the food grains, again the chemicals are used. And especially since a decade, the thrust is on promoting the food additives. It has been happening all over the world, but there at least they have some checks and balances. But we know in India, in spite of having food safety standards authority, it doesn't reach it doesn't implement its own laws properly. So people are asked to use sodium benzoate, potassium bromide, potassium metasulfate indiscriminately. So children end up having kidney problems in especially remote rural areas. The kind of colors, food colors, the kind of food additives that are used are unthinkable. So I think somewhere, I think Lead India can take up this, food additives and how food processing is done in India and how these chemicals can be prevented or used judiciously. I think that the young entrepreneurs can also be helped. We get ready-made chapatis. It's full of what is that? So not gluten. It's B2326 something. Yeah, some preservative.
Yeah,
So,
that's really great. Yeah, that's really
yeah,
great. And Please go ahead. I think you want to share
So
something.
a lot of preservatives are pumped into food processing industry now. I think that it has to be focused before much more damage is done to our people. We woke up from the slumber of that green revolution after 5 decades. Now most of the people are talking about natural farming, but food processing is some area I think we need to focus on now. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful, Amma. So nice to hear you in detail after a long time again, after a couple of years. So really very happy. And definitely, as you said, we would like to mentor these young entrepreneurs, not only just these entrepreneurs you have mentored so far, but we can try to mentor more and more in number. Very soon we will
seat number
talk in detail.
AC 40.
And another
Thank you.
thing, actually,
Our waste
I
management,
would like to.
our waste man. I'm sorry, I just forgot to, I think, introduce my uh, friends here. Some of the friends have gone out. They are into waste management. So we have started in 3 villages and Parvatipuram town. Now Parvatipuram has become a district. So we are going to have more waste. We are going to generate more waste. So we need to work more. As of now, we get 1.5 quintals of plastic per day, and we are scaling up this. By October, we should have at least half a ton of plastic, and glass at least 1 ton of glass per day. That's the amount of glass that is thrown everywhere, in the open areas, in public areas, near the government offices. Everywhere we see plastic and liquor bottles. Before Corona, at least these bottles were bought by the some traders. But now after Corona, we don't know what happened to the market. No one buys these bottles. So either they are thrown in the open areas, or sometimes they're left in a tank area. So it has become a very big problem for farmers, even the pedestrians. Sometimes the poor cattle, cows, when they go for grazing, they end up getting injured by these things. So our youth are collecting this waste. They are using it for construction, as construction aggregates. Recently, a floor was made here using the broken glass, and some windows and some ventilators are decorated using the glass. And now we have a glass crushing unit so that the glass is crushed again, as I said, to make tiles and bricks. So this is still we are just trying to, we are wobbling, but very firm on making Parvatipuram zone a clean and green zone. We are not collecting the unsorted waste. We are collecting the source segregated waste. This is a real tough task because we are trying to change the habit of the children and youth. It's taking time, but then it will sustain. So it might take 2 years or 3 years for us to change the habit of the people, but I think it's very necessary everywhere. So looking at this, many other youth are getting motivated by this, and they want to start in their own villages. So every village can have one small entrepreneur who can segregate their own waste in the village, and then have their own recycling, small recycling or sorting house, so that they can be on their own and they can make their village clean and clean. Thank you.
Yeah, amazing work on the waste management, definitely, and it is the need of the hour. And we definitely like to uh, discuss more and get the more details so that we can get this into a kind of a formal entrepreneurship program for that kind of a region. You have been, sacrificing your valuable time and talent and treasure and everything. We have actually from Lead India, we have, as you have seen in the flyer and everything, this sustaining innovation through entrepreneurship is a great brain of our chairman for entrepreneurship and innovation. His name is Varadrajan Krishna. He is Harvard and Stanford, and he has been part of so many startups, founder and co-founder of 100 open startups, and also he's managing director of so many companies like Induct, Oslo, Norway. It is in Norway. So his vision is to empower the entrepreneurs and mentor them, motivate them to become entrepreneurs. And whoever have great ideas, innovation, and whoever have been doing this entrepreneurial journey, uh, his vision is to support them through many fundraising programs. Okay, so venture capitalists and innovation challenges and hackathons and many are there for the youth especially. So any business ideas and whatever you have started, which are in early stage or incubation stage or growth stage, there is a definitely scope and place to present these proposals and take them forward to make them know if it is a growth stage, what is the scale up requirement and what is the funding. Things definitely will be discussed in detail and take the proposals forward to support the entrepreneurs. That is just I thought I could brief you on the entrepreneurship program of Lead India so far. And Induct and Lead India and Liberty Foundation, all these basically we are together taking this vision forward, Padmanabha and the team. So I'm really very happy that you brought many young entrepreneurs onto this forum today and shared the story. And also we are coming up with a great Agri international conference towards this December end of the year, 5th to 7th. It's already decided. The dates are blocked. We are going to do at IIT Tirupati. Anything related to agriculture, we want to make it sustainable agriculture. The theme of the specific theme of the event is sustainable agriculture. We want to focus even from the seeding till the crop yield and even to the market linkage and supply chain, everything. Food tech 360, we named it, and there are great brains behind this event going to happen. And NABARD, ICRISAT, then Manage, then NIRD, and many national and international organizations. We are reaching out to them, and some of them confirmed. Samhita is our associate partner based out of Seattle, Washington in USA. They are Harvard graduates. They are empowering the agriculture, and they have got a great vision to empower the farmers, at least whatever they are earning now, they want to increase year on year by 30% in the profit. And they have advisory, precision farming advisory. It's going in a great way. Probably the main focus right now is citrus fruits, and they're also thinking to expand it to banana. I think I have seen that also that time there are banana farms in your area. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes, lot of banana. Yes, we do have.
Yeah, yeah. So we can also give this kind of work to our young entrepreneurs to focus on bananas, banana crops, and be part of this Samhita crop care clinics, samhita.ag. You can take a look at the website, and we can also have one-on-one discussion with Samhita team when they want to come up to that area. How many acres will be there, banana, total in your area of work?
The Paratipuram ITD area has, I think, more than 1,000 acres of.
Okay, I think that is a good size to do some advisory and empower the farmers. Then I think before we close, we would like to know what are the, I know you have faced so many challenges. I have been discussing with you that time. Maybe you can mention a couple of challenges and how you could able to overcome so that the upcoming entrepreneurs, like those young entrepreneurs and others who have been listening to, they may benefit out of your this sharing of your challenges, and how could you able to overcome and continuing this journey?
I think one thing is that faith that we can do it, and the other one, yeah, when we have faith, we will persist, come what may. So I think with that determination, we can achieve. As we continue to do, many people come and help us. Yeah, in spite of
Yeah, I
hurdles
think
of the
that
testing.
is a very simple and great answer. Yeah, that's a simple and great answer. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think with this, welcome on board and let us work together. And let us, from Lead India and the team of entrepreneur team, let us give you, the full support, whatever the way you need to proceed further. Dr. Pallavi and our other team will reach out to you, get the required proposals. I request you to be ready with your proposals, and let us take these proposals forward so that you would get some funding opportunities. That is number one. Number two, knowledge. There is a lot of knowledge required, and that knowledge and the trainings and those kind of things. Yeah, incubation support and all that, where you can get it, that also will be definitely given importance. I think we are now good, already close to an hour we have been on this session. Any questions to any one of your any of you who would like to answer?
Yes, ma'am. I think they hesitate to ask. I think, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we can definitely talk again whenever it is. Now we got well connected, and thank you very much, all of you, especially the young entrepreneurs, Nagamani Garu, and you're doing wonderful job and mentoring these youth, and Padma Garu, all the time you have sacrificed your great life for a good cause, and we definitely wish the best all the team, and thanks
I
for.
see Shiva has joined us. Shiva, I'm sorry. Shiva is also there. I thought he was busy. He was not going to join. But Shiva has also joined. He's another person who has been promoting all of us. Shiva there. Are you there, Shiva? Oh, I don't see him there. He's the other one who is going to support lot of, has been doing. He has been connecting a lot of youth so that, we can work together.
Yeah,
Thank you for
Shiva
giving us this chance.
Yeah, Shiva is there. Maybe he will unmute and talk if he is available. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shiva, are you there to talk? Please unmute and talk if you are there. Okay, maybe we can connect him again. Thank you very much once again, all of you. And as I said, let us connect and take this great initiative forward. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank you so much.
yeah. So I'm just traveling along with Bhujangarao Garu. He wanted to say hello to everyone. Yeah.
Namaste.
He's
I will talk to you separately, madam, regarding that incubation and all. I will share you separately.
And basically, Bhujangarao Garu is a banker, and he also got so many connections to help these young entrepreneurs. So we will again have a call on over the phone or whatever possible. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.